Okay, so today I want to speak about how important it is to have a good friendship. Like those kind of friends, you don't agree on everything, but you still respect each other. For example, right now I'm thinking about one person. Like he's a good friend of mine. We grew up together, Jose, and I remember we used to live like close to each other. And I remember like this, we used to think like, oh, I want to do this, or we're gonna do this. And I remember all the time, like I used to tell him, like, look, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna try to do this. And every time I tell him I'm gonna do something, he always come up with ideas like, oh, but have we ever think about like you're gonna do this, maybe it's not gonna work, or he used to give me all the reasons why something cannot work. And I used to look at him like, how is possible to hang out with you? Because every time I'm trying to do something, you come up with these like negative ideas why something don't gonna work, you know. So I used to look at him like, how is possible? But also one thing we used to tell each other is like, even though we don't agree, we really like to spend time together. We really like to spend time together. And sometimes, for example, now he always he always send me like memes on Instagram, like funny stuff, stupid stuff, and I think it's really important, to have different kind of personalities. And for example, I remember the last time we talked like 2 days ago, and he told me like, you know what, you have to realize this. Sometimes there are people who just want to go to the beach, lie on the beach and live their life, or they want to go camping and live their life. And sometimes we have to understand this. And I think like this is one of the biggest lesson I learned this year. like um it's not like I'm a person, of course, like ambition is not too bad. And I have a video do you know I'm gonna do about this, because I think it's important. Like, you want to do something, you have to force yourself to learn certain skills, and don't think like you don't know how to do it. You have to force yourself. For example, today we have a lot of platform. For example, Skillshare is one of them. Like, you have a lot of things, like step by step how to do something, and I'm learning a lot of things right now. Like Photoshop, for example, is one of them, and I'm learning, like, it's really amazing. um, but back to friendship, I think it's really important sometimes for us to understand this. Just because you want to do certain things, it doesn't mean like your friends have to do it. And sometimes it look like I make this mistake, like trying to push people um, to be like me, or to have like this kind of desire to do something. But I have to learn, like, maybe in a hard way, like sometimes you have just to realize, if you want to do something, go do it. Don't try to bring anyone. You can hang out with people. I'm not mad at anyone, like, at this point. Maybe I don't speak with certain people now, but it's not because you don't speak with them, but it's just like the timing, and everyone is doing their own thing, so you have to respect that. So today I just want to talk about is like, it's really important to have like friends who think differently than you. And for me, Jose is one of them. And I think he gives me like a balance. Like, we give each other balance. Like, you want to do something, but also you can stop and make fun of each other and make joke about each other. Yeah, I think friendship is really important about that. And this, and also, it's not only to have friends you can go out with, but yeah, it's important to have that. But also, it's like, man, you just have a normal conversation, and you can help each other to learn, because he give me like a different perspective. Like, man, chill, don't don't worry too much about certain things, like, and for me it's not like I'm always like this that kind of person. I'm trying to do something, but I forget one thing. I say this all the time. I love to read books, but there are certain skills. For example, you can know what marketing means, um, how important it is, but you can't forget one thing. You have to apply the things. You have to know how to put things together, you know. And I think like this is the part like I'm not gonna say I'm not good at, because sometimes you say things you are not good at, but you didn't try. But I think I can learn this. And for example, social media, for example, Instagram. I don't use my Instagram too much now. I don't spend too much time on my Instagram. Maybe like half an hour, maximum 1 hour. But I don't. This week, for example, I don't think I use my Instagram more than 30 minutes. Yeah, but yeah, friendship is really really good. Relationship is good, but there are times you have to realize like you need time for yourself, and I don't think there is anything bad without this, like spending time with yourself most of the time. Most of the time, it's not like I spend a lot of time by myself, but Monday to no, yeah, Monday to Friday and Saturdays, yeah, I spend time most of the time alone. But Sundays, for example, I'm with my cousins, and sometimes I go to London, and yeah. But yeah, I think like friendship is really really important, and your relationship is really really important. Surround yourself with good people, and maybe sometimes, yeah, you need crazy people to balance you, so you can see how you're gonna react to certain situations, and control yourself. Or and I think for me, just I think it's important like to have like sometimes situation who can shake you, and just to make you like aware, how you're gonna react to certain situations, and yeah. Okay, so today I just want to talk about is like sometimes I feel like I'm mixing topics, but is one of the reason I try to do this challenge, because you can be very very good and comfortable talking with people face to face, but when you switch to different platforms, different forms, it can be like difficult to express yourself first, but with the time it's like you can be good, and you can build like a huge community and audience there, and you can build something there. And for me, just I'm thinking about is like right now, like I'm doing photography, video, and you can say content, but my goal is like, man, if I can build something here like educational, like, and when I say educational, it's not like this kind of motivation stuff, but it's like my goal is like, man, it's just if I can build something who can help people, like, of course I'm learning English, right, where I can teach people how to speak English and Portuguese, for example. It could be like amazing like things, like, because I believe like education is so important, and I'm gonna be honest, like learning language can change your life. Most people just look like learning language as, oh, I can find a job, I can do this. But for me, first it start like with building like discipline, focus, and also, man, you have to overcome fear to speak the language. It's like, how many people gonna don't speak the language just because they make mistake here and there, and people gonna make fun of them? I think it's one of the most important challenge you have to overcome, like to speak the language, and it can change your life. And for me, I feel like it's changing my life. I remember like when I decided like I just have, man, I want this. I like to learn this. Let me just spend time learning this. And I didn't know you're gonna take me here. Like 5 years later, I'm living here, and I used to tell this to myself. One day I'm gonna use this to educate myself, and I'm using English now to talk, to collaborate with people, to learn. For example, with on YouTube, for example, there are a lot of content I use Skillshare, for example, is a lot of content. People I follow on Instagram, YouTube, and I'm learning with them, and they all have something in common. They speak English, so why not? I think my goal is just this, like, learn the skill and use it like to help others. And if I can make money with this, why not? Yeah. So I just want to speak about this today and put myself out there. Is what they say social media is about. Right? Put yourself out there, show your talent, your skills, and why you are doing what you are doing. So I think I'm here, like, yeah, the content is not like, the editing process is not like amazing, but everything get better with the time. So yeah, okay. So guys, today I just want to put this here, and tomorrow we continue with the challenge. Yeah, thank you.